guys, welcome back to my channel. I am using the Benefit POREfessional primer and the Makeup Forever smoothing primer here, and I'm just going to be buffing that into my skin. Then I'm using the BECCA foundation in Buttercup, and I'm just going to be dotting that all over my face with a Morphe gunmetal brush. And this is my first time using this, so I was just using this heavy just because I was going out this night. So I'm buffing that into my skin, making sure everything is covered, as you can see right here. And then I'm going to be taking a Sedona lace brush and I'm just making sure everything is buffed in. All my fine lines are covered. Then I'm using a BECCA concealer and an NYX dark circle concealer. And I'm using that to just clean up any dark circles. And you can see it really brightens my eyes. It takes away the darkness. It really lifts it. Then I'm taking the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer and I'm just going to be putting this on the high points to highlight my face. So I'm putting it underneath my eyes. And I put it on my chin as well, my nose, and the top of my forehead. And then I'm taking a Morphe gunmetal brush as well, and I'm just going to be buffing that in. Then I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Fair Contour Kit. It's a cream one, and I'm just going to be contouring my face, not so much, just to slender it out a little bit. And then I just buff that back in with a Real Techniques buffing brush. Now I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I dampened my beauty blender and I'm baking my face so that the fine lines go away, as we all want that. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm taking the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Sandstorm and I'm going to mattify my face, making sure that no oils peek through. And now I'm taking the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown and I'm going to be lining my brows. So I start at the arch and then I just do nice feather strokes, nice and soft. You take your time with this because it can be a hot mess if you don't. So I'm just going to be doing that. And now I'm taking the matte concealer and I'm just going to be cleaning up my brows, making sure that it looks perfect. That makes sure that, I didn't go outside the line or anything. This helps great to cover that up. So that's what I'm doing here. And now I'm just going to be dusting out any leftover powder. And now I'm going in with the Kat Von D palette and I'm taking Lyric just to brighten that up and set it just a little bit more. Now I'm taking the Makeup Forever, this is a bronzer and I think it's in 15 or 23, and I'm just going to be contouring my cheeks and my chin. This is the NARS Ida brush. And now I'm going back in and I'm just going to be blending that back out. And then I took a Lyric with a gunmetal brush from the Morphe collection, and I'm just going to clean up that contour. Then I'm taking Soft Ochred, it's a paint pot from MAC, and I'm just going to be putting that all over my eyes. I actually don't know what that white feather dust was on my eye. I never felt it. Now I'm taking Soft Brown from MAC. Love this for transition shade. It's beautiful. And I'm just going back and forth in my crease with that. And I actually went. So now I'm going to be going in with Mousse from the chocolate palette, and I'm just buffing that into my crease as well. And I'm taking the Amrezy palette and I'm going in with Emerald, and I'm putting that all over my lid. So it's this nice like green shimmery shade. So I'm just putting that all over with a Sigma shading brush. And in order to get Kim's look, I had to use this MAC Extra Dimensions shade in, I think it was Sweet Heat. And I put that all over the lid, and now I'm going in with Morocco shade, and I'm putting that into my crease to give it that nice orange effect. And I felt that it worked perfect with this shade. So you see here, it made the perfect lid color that she had. It was like not too green, but not too gold. It was right in between. So now I'm just buffing that in again, and I'm going back and forth, making sure everything looks even and there are no solid lines. So now I'm taking a E40 brush from Sigma, and I'm going back in my crease again. And I am also using the LBD shade in my crease, just to give it a little bit more depth, as you can see here. So I'm just touching back up with the lid. I'm using the Emerald and the Sweet Heat together, and I'm just going making sure that everything looks nice and shaded out. Now I'm going underneath my underline with Morocco, and I'm just going to be using a pencil brush to buff that out, making sure that there's no harsh lines or anything like that. So I just go back and forth. Now I'm using MAC Nylon in my inner corner. And now I'm using the Benefit Bella Bamba on my cheeks. I love the shade. I felt it was like this nice peachy apricot shade. And I'm using So Hollywood from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to highlight my cheeks because she was nice and glowing. So I also did my chin, my forehead, and the bridge of my nose. I'm using these Ardell lashes. I actually did not film that part, and now I'm just going to be just putting some brow gel on my eyebrows, and now I'm going to be lining my lip with MAC, and this is the shade Soar, or Whirl, it sounds more like it. So I'm just going to be lining my lips. So I used the Ardell Demi Wispies. I didn't film that part, but those lashes were perfect. It was nice and natural, not too much. And then I just coated it with some mascara. And I'm just doing my upper lip now. And now I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills in Pure Hollywood. And I used this MAC lip gloss on top, and I just mixed it. And I felt it was a perfect look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Have a happy Halloween. Bye.